Hey North Arkansas, my name's Hunter Thrasher, and Dr. Lindstrom has asked me to make this video to show us how to walk through the first few steps of setting up online giving for our churches. I know that this is something that is on the forefront on all of our minds right now, so let's dive in. We're going to be using a company called EasyTithe for this. This is a company that a few of our churches on the district use already, and it's called EasyTithe because, well, it is very easy to set up. But there are just a few things that you are going to need when you're setting up this online giving for your church, and that's this right here. You're going to need your EIN, your Federal Employee Identification Number for your church. That should be, like a 10 to 12 digit number that you can find on your papers of your incorporation. You're also going to need a copy of that incorporation. You can find that on the Secretary of State's website. If you have done that before, go and look for that because you will need a copy for that when it comes to the final step that we're going to go over today. You're also going to need a copy of a voided check from the account that you're wanting these online donations to go into. So just write void on a check, scan it in over a printer, and then finally you're going to need a copy of your own driver's license. If you are the applicant that's setting this up, you will need a copy of your driver's license. So you're going to need those four things. Make sure you have those in front of you. You can pause this video, but I'm going to actually walk you through the steps of how to create a login, how to create an account, and then how to go ahead and set up your online giving using this company called EasyTithe. So let's dive right in it. I'm going to pull up on the screen right here my screen so that you can see all the things that I'm doing, and let's dive into that right now. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do together is that we are going to go to easytithe.com, and you can see that on your screen there, easytithe.com. And it should be pulling up, and you're going to click up there in the top right-hand corner, the Get Started for Free. You can see that on your screen right now. Get Started for Free, and it's going to pull up this Start Now page, and you can see that you're going to fill in your organization name, your name, and then an email address and a phone number, and so you're going to need those things. But I want to draw your attention to this right here that I'm clicking on, the $49 a month. Click on that, and there's actually three options that EasyTithe will give you. There's a $49 a month option, a $29 a month option, but we're going to pick this $0 a month option there. It is 3% that is taken from those donations. So anytime that you get a donation, let's say of $100, EasyTithe requires that 3% of that, so $3 of that $100 donation is given to them, but you do receive $97 of that donation. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, that's a pretty steep price to pay for this, and I agree, it is a high price, that 3%, but I will say that you are receiving that $97 that maybe you wouldn't have gotten in the first place. So especially during this time when we're dealing with this COVID-19 outbreak, it's a good time to set this up so you make sure that you are getting $97 that maybe you didn't get in the first place. So after that, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click Start My Free Trial right there at the bottom. And it's going to pull you up to a page that is going to ask you to create a password. So throw in a password and confirm it there, and then click the button underneath that, and it's going to pull you up to a page that looks a little bit like this. And what it says right there is it's going to ask you to fill out this merchant app. Mine on the screen right here says Revise Merchant App. Yours might say something different. It might say something along the lines of Start Your Application. So we're going to click that button in just a second to start our application, but there's one thing that I want to draw your attention to, and it is this number right here underneath the words EasyTithe, and that number is 1-888-77-TITHE, T-I-T-H-E. That is EasyTithe's support number. I highly recommend that if you hit any snags, if you run into any walls, if you have any problems setting this up, if this video doesn't go into enough detail for you, to call this number. I actually called this number and talked to Easy Tithe today. I talked to a man named Drew. He was extremely helpful. He really helped me out in kind of beginning to set this up, and reassured me that it was a simple process and that all of our churches would be able to do that. But I do want to say that right here, that he did tell me that because of the backlog they have, because so many churches are trying to set up online giving right now, there is a backlog that causes it to a waiting period of one week to a week and a half. And that's actually where I find myself right now. I submitted this application last night, and I'm actually waiting on them to approve my application, and that is a bit of a waiting period. So this is only the first video of two, because after they accept my application, I'm going through this process with you. I'm gonna make another video on what comes after that. But we want to go ahead and get the ball rolling as soon as possible, so that's what this video is for. So let's go ahead and we can click on start your merchant application, that blue button. Yours should say application progress 50%, and it's going to pull up a pop-up box, and I'm going to walk you through that as we go through these 3 steps together. So this is the first step that you see on your screen in front of you, and this is going to ask for a few items of information for your church or organization. The first is your organization's legal name. So as you can tell there, I'm setting this up for the district, and the organization's legal name is the North Arkansas District Church of the Nazarene, Inc. But we're doing business as the North Arkansas District. You're going to need your physical address, which for the district is listed there, your city, state, and zip code. But let me point your attention to the check mark box that you see on your screen there. It says organization's legal address, same as above. If your legal address, say maybe you have a post office box or something like that, is not the same as the church's physical address, you're going to want to uncheck that box, and you're going to want to put your P.O. box or whatever it may be in the slots that pop up underneath that. And then we have the Federal Employer Identification Number, the EIN. This is the first thing that I had you have handy. Go ahead and put that in for your church or organization, and then we can move on to the next step. Okay, so with this second step, this is the banking information and the applicant's personal information. So make sure that you look at the voided check that you have to grab the routing number and account number off of the account that you're wanting all of these online donations to drop into, whatever that may be. You can only set up for one account as of right now, as far as I know. There may be opportunities for you to add more, or there may be different on those different levels of payment, whether you get the $29 option or the $49 a month option. You might be able to add more accounts, but right now we're just working with one, so put the routing number and the account number in that. You'll need to fill out your own information, including date of birth and social security number and your home address, and then we can start and go into step 3. And step 3 is where you're going to need those documents, those 3 documents that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And here's step 3. This is where you're going to add, like I just said, that voided check, the incorporation papers, and a copy of your own driver's license so that they know exactly who they're working with. And so you're going to need all those 3 documents right now. As you can see, I've already uploaded a voided check for the district, and now I'm going to upload the driver's license and the incorporation papers for the district. This may look complicated at first, but it really is just as easy as dragging and dropping. So I've already done the voided check, so next I'm going to do our driver's license. I'm going to up near the type indicator where you see my mouse. You're going to select that drop down, and you are going to select driver's license, and you're going to go over, and I have the file right there, and it really is just as easy as dragging and dropping and hitting that upload button. And next we're going to go and we're going to pick the 501c3 or the incorporation papers and do the same thing, drag and drop. And then you're going to hit that upload button right as soon after you drag and drop that into there. So make sure that you do that. You hit upload, and sorry, I'm kind of working here, and you hit submit, and it says your information has been received. And then you can exit out of that box right here. And I want to show you just really quickly that now it may look like the same page that we were at earlier, but it is a little bit different. There, the text on the screen says, "Thank you for filling out the merchant application and attaching the proper documentation. We are now processing the application for your organization's name, for the North Arkansas districts." And it says, once your account is opened, your merchant account, we will work with you on a few short remaining steps. So that is going to conclude this point of the process. Now comes the waiting period. It may be a few days, it may be up to a week or even a week and a half. And so I'm going to wait this out with you. I made this last night. And so we're on kind of the same page here. I'm going to wait this out, and as soon as I see that my application has been accepted, I'm going to finish out this process and make another video so that you know all the final steps that you have to take to make sure to set up online giving. This is vital in this time in our church's history with this outbreak that we're experiencing as humanity, as the global church. And online giving can really help alleviate some of the pressure that I know that some of our churches are feeling due to that decrease in donations, because we can't gather in person every week like we used to. So I'm going to make another video when all of this when all of this is accepted, and you can watch that, and we'll walk through those final steps together. But thank you, and I'll see you soon.